news, everyone! Season 2 of All of Us Are Dead has officially been announced. Can we survive once more? Was the tagline of a video in a Season 2 poster that Netflix Korea posted to its Instagram page to share the news. Buckle up, Season 2 will be mind-blowing. The second chapter of the thrilling zombie survival of the Hyosan High School Pulse begins. Yoon Chan-yeong said in a different YouTube video, "Hello everyone, it's been a while. We appreciate the support that All of Us Are Dead Season 1 has received from Netflix subscribers all over the world." The actor then handed the camera to his castmates and students and said, "How have all of you been? Did you hear the good news? We're doing fine. Season 2 of All of Us Are Dead is coming soon. We hope that everyone is anticipating it." The trailer for All of Us Are Dead won't invade our lives until at least a month before the release of Season 2. That is simply the way Netflix operates. Before we dive into the Season 2 sneak peek, let's take a look at what happened in Season 1. The storyline of the program revolves around a group of high school students who end up in a zombie apocalypse as a result of a failed research project. The youngsters are cut off from communication by the authorities and left to rely on tools they discover around the school to defend themselves against the hordes of the undead. They also have no access to food or water. To avoid dying or getting the sickness, the children must fight to survive. The first season of All of Us Are Dead ends with the students leaving the building and entering a deserted neighborhood. But after seeing multiple zombies, they rapidly understand that they are not alone. While attempting to escape, Dae-soo injures his leg, and Woo-jin offers to sacrifice himself to save his sister but gets bitten in the process. Namra will have to kill him in order to stop him from turning into a zombie. During the escape, Namra starts to feel a tremendous want to eat her friends and is tormented by voices in her head. Finally, the 6 remaining students find a deserted railway and are saved by the soldiers. The government lifted the martial law in Yosan 4 months later, but kept the locals under quarantine. The 6 pupils are startled to find Namra when they sneak back to their abandoned school after leaving the camp. Namra informs them that she has met other half-zombies who have left the school and will be coming back. She departs from the group and scales the building. In a scene near the middle of the credits, the remains of Byo Chang's wife and son are seen being carried to an unspecified destination by government operatives. It is clear that this program won't end quickly. K-dramas typically only had 1 season, but since Squid Game became a global success and received a second season, all bets were off. It's not all that unexpected that All of Us Are Dead was renewed for another round if the statistics from that film. It managed to hold onto the top 10 place for at least 3 weeks before falling out of the top 10 most watched shows across 20 different countries. Flix Patrol claims that the audience in Japan was the most devoted with a 33-day viewing streak. Despite the continuing WAG and SAG-AFTRA strikes, the production of K-dramas like All of Us Are Dead won't be impacted by the labor disputes in Hollywood. According to the LA Times, Netflix is more likely to rely on its library of South Korean movies and TV shows during the US government shutdown. Even though the show's devoted fans ultimately persuaded the network to continue it for a second season, it's unlikely that we'll see the brand new episodes until late 2023 at the earliest. We hope that Park has the opportunity to kick zombie butt in the second season whenever it begins filming, as she states in the same interview. Many of you may be wondering, who's in the cast? As the title suggests, not very many of the actors really survived to breathe another day. However, there are a few survivors that capture the audience heart, so it's likely that we will see them again soon. On-jo, who is Park Ji-hoo, Soo-yok as Park Solomon, Dae-soo, the annoying character played by Im Jae-hyuk, Hari played by Ha Seong-ri, Lee Yoon-sam as Min-ji, and Kim Bo-yoon as Yong-ryung are included in this. Yoon Chan-yeong's participation in the announcement video makes Chong-san's return all but guaranteed. The audience was moved to tears by the noble sacrifice he made in episode 11, but now that we know he'll return in season 2, we'll have to find out what restrictions he'll be under. Alive? Dead? Flashbacks? Choi Namra, who is played by Choi Yi-yoon, is the only character whose reappearance that can be certain of. In either case, Season 2 of All of Us Are Dead will feature a lot of brand new bloodied faces. What will happen in the second season of All of Us Are Dead? Nearly everyone died at the end of All of Us Are Dead. After the first breakout, Yosun was immediately under siege by the zombie threat, and the majority of the living dead were eventually destroyed by bombing by the Korean military. The pandemic might still happen even if the bulk of survivors had shared their stories. It only takes one zombie to fully reset the situation. Then there is Namra, who, despite the sickness wreaking havoc on her body, managed to maintain her humanity. She ends up becoming one of many hybrids that can use the virus to gain strength and pain tolerance. The problem is that there is still a need for human flesh, which adds a new threat that potential future episodes may really concentrate on. As opposed to the hybrids, Namra is with her friends at the conclusion of Ju Dong-gun's original webcomic, which is obviously very different from the present direction of the show. There is also a tease that implies the infection has now spread to Japan, and whether the program only alludes to it or whether the entire plot is relocated abroad, Season 2 could certainly explore that. However, given that All of Us Are Dead is a South Korean production, the latter alternative does seem odd. Perhaps it's not the best place to check for Season 2 predictions because Lee Jae-kyu has made more significant alterations from the webtoon. I think the level of expression in a webtoon is very different from that in a film or drama series. In trying to make our stories enjoyable to a wide range of people, I definitely refined some characters and made them look less violent and murderous, including Woo-nam and Nayeon, Lee Jae-kyu said in the Korean Herald. Some of the behaviors and expressions of today's students were very challenging for an adult to understand. We carefully discussed these parts with the actors who were also high school kids to get their approval, the director added. We expect the evolution from the source webtoon to the TV program to continue in Season 2 due to the emphasis on upgrading for content. If the first season can be considered as having a series about humanity's survival, the following season can talk about the survival of zombies, according to director Lee Jae-kyu. He went on to remark that he hoped the show would inspire viewers to reflect on their own lives, so it has a high probability that Season 2 will have more of that. The second season of the show has sparked a number of theories from viewers. Some people make assumptions regarding the virus's origin and whether a cure is possible. Others speculate about some characters' potential zombie transformations, which adds an emotional dimension to the plot. Fan theories frequently center on the characters' possible alliances and survival strategies. Are you waiting for Season 2 of All of Us Are Dead? If yes, comment in the section below. So to get more updates and videos on the related content, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to get the latest video updates. See you soon!